Stents, you must be absolutely delighted at 2-0 solid, hard-fought win against the Newcastle Jets.
Yeah, it's a good description of the game. They certainly didn't make it easy for us, and they're a fast, physical side and play the game at top speed. So it was just pleasing to find another way to win, I guess, and I thought we showed a lot of fight, especially into the wind in the first half, and defended well, and were able to grab a couple of goals as well. So pretty pleased.
You called for a little bit more fight, a little bit more hard work after the Wellington disappointment in Sydney. We got that in abundance today.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like we were just a bit off with our aggression against Wellington, and we got pushed around a little bit too easy, and just kind of allowed them to dictate to us. So today we really wanted to stand up and demonstrate some physical presence out there, and meant that it was a bit ugly at times, but got the job done. So I'm proud of the way the girls stood up.
The Jets pressed hard, especially in the first half. I guess how proud of you of the team to overcome that and to be patient as well today?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to playing at a ground where the wind isn't as huge a factor. It was like that last week and like that here. But yeah, we knew that going into the wind it was going to be tough because we train here and we know how difficult it is when that wind picks up. So yeah, just to dig deep and to keep that clean sheet going into half time was probably the difference between this week and maybe last week where we conceded right before half time.
To keep a clean sheet, you need two exceptional centre backs, and I think we got that today. Ella and Matilda were magnificent.
Yeah, I thought, well, we had three exceptional centre backs. Zoe played really well too, and then I thought, Claudia did really well in goals as well. She made some fantastic saves, and I think our back line really stood up. We're asking a lot of them, and they're delivering at the moment, so happy with their performances.
And Matilda wasn't always going to play. Tell us a bit about how the last 24 hours or so played out.
Yeah, it was a little bit crazy because I expected her to get some minutes across the two games for the Matildas, so we were prepared to go without her. And then when she didn't come on for the game yesterday, I just sort of reached out and said, if you want to play, we'll see if we can find a way to get you back in. And she was keen, really keen to play. And I thought for her to come out and perform the way she did today just shows how mentally tough she is and how physically strong she is as well.
And how pleased are you that you are able to continue with that centre defensive partnership, those three players who are getting minutes together and doing a really good job?
Yeah, well, it's been really key to our performances so far this year. Apart from the first game where we conceded 3 goals, I think we've been much better at the back, and to be fair, we needed to be because we conceded far too many goals last year, and it's something we've really focused on, and we'll keep working on it so we can keep more clean sheets.
Matt mentioned Claudia's saves. Tell us a bit about the one where Sheridan Gallagher basically went past and was right next to the post, and then Claudia basically sprung out of nowhere to catch. What was your reaction to that one from your position?
Yeah, just fantastic reflexes, just a real want and desire to keep that ball out of the net, and so I thought she stood up really well when she needed to today in difficult circumstances. And yeah, I'm really pleased for Claudia because she's been working hard, and our whole goalkeeper group is putting a lot of pressure on her to keep her spot, and I think it's showing in her performances.
And how pleased are you with Fiona? I think the first goal ended up being attributed to her. About 5-6 players around that goal, really stacking up the numbers this year in a year where it's not just her though, it's really a team effort.
Yeah, it's great that Fiona's scoring goals and being part of our attack and getting those rewards, but to be honest, it's her work rate that I'm most pleased with. And even though Erin Healy hasn't got the stats and the rewards yet, those two players, they cover the most territory for us. They run the most high-speed meters in a game. And if you've got attackers that are prepared to work like that for the team, I don't care who's scoring goals. They're doing a great job.
And last year, I guess you were the side that was in games, and then you made a silly error here, silly error there, and that cost you. How pleased were you with that second goal where you forced the error and you were able to turn it around and get that goal to basically seal the game? Yeah,
really pleased with that. It was something that we worked on this week to make sure we defended the ground from the front third, and to have that pay off how we sort of worked on it and get the reward for it, I think was really pleasing.
Last 10 minutes or so, maybe a bit too open, allowed a few chances. That's something that you're going to focus on the next week, or how do you approach that?
We're a little too open in the last 10 minutes.
A few chances.
Yeah. We've sort of committed to a playing style and more of a mental attitude about the way we want to play games, and so trying not to focus on the result and shut up shop. We want to keep going, we want to keep attacking We want to provide the people that come and watch us with a bit of entertainment. So we'll continue to play on the front foot, and if that means that we expose ourselves a little bit at times, well, so be it.
Chelsea's back on the pitch. A couple of very nice moments with Miley Griggs there, had a goal as well. How did you make of her return?
Yeah, we're just keen to get some minutes into Chelsea. We think we're a better side when she's able to play and contribute. We've got some other players that are returning soon as well, and some other players that are unlucky to miss out too. So it's a lot of pressure for spots at the moment. There's a lot of competition there, and I think that'll breed performance. So yeah, looking forward to seeing what happens over the next few weeks.
And just finally, in Sydney, you mentioned Nano was also coming back around this period as well, where a couple of others like Dylan and Izzy are a bit further away. When can we expect someone like Nano back in contention?
Yeah, Izzy and Dylan probably a little bit further away still, but to be fair, we could have picked Nano this week. She's been training really, really well. We just didn't want to carry too many players on the bench that had sort of limited minutes, but we'll find a way to see if we can get her back in the squad as well, and she's looking great at training. So hopefully in the next week or so we can see Nano as well. Thank you.
One more, Stent. 2 wins for United over the weekend, not a goal conceded. It's good to be part of this club right about now.
Yeah, I think the men's team haven't lost a game yet, have they? So they're doing really well, and I think probably the two performances in some ways mirrored each other. They had to get a bit gritty in the second half and find a way to hold on, and we had to roll up our sleeves today as well. So yeah, it's always been a great club to be a part of. I'm really proud to coach this team and at this club, and hopefully we can continue to have some positive results for both teams moving forward.
And just one last note on the support today. Fantastic facility. The stadium was full. The grandstand was full. What's the word on the support that we got today?
Yeah, it was the same the game we played here against Melbourne Victory too. So we appreciate the fact that the Red Army comes out and supports and provides a bit of atmosphere, and we're thankful to Football SA that we can play some games here as well and be based here and train here too. So that partnership hopefully will continue to grow and develop and be strong. And we're very grateful for any support we can get to any of our home matches, and hopefully they turn out in numbers for the early kick-off when we next play at home in the double header against Melbourne City.
Go have some pizza.
Yeah, thanks.